Well, I mean, speaking of prison, Arab just got sentenced to 45 years.
Right.
He is 38 years old. That means he will get out at 83 years old. This really fucked me up. I mean, I'm still fucked up over that.
Right. And a lot of people said that, your platform has something to do with that, right?
Right. People have said that. He did an interview recently with a Queen's Flip.
Right.
I think a couple of months ago, where Queen's Flip brought that up. He goes, Vlad don't have nothing.
You fuck with Queen's Flip? You know him?
Yeah, I know Queen's Flip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shout out to Queen's Flip.
Yeah, we're cool. I mean, Arab himself said that we have nothing to do with this case.
Right.
The interview.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, he said that. He said it publicly.
Right.
And not on my interview, on someone else's interview.
Right.
We're not in the paperwork. It was not brought up in the trial. Whatever he got convicted of had nothing to do with any of the interviews that we did. But such a hellacious amount of time. I mean, more time than you've lived on this earth.
Right. And what would shout out to AR Rab, shout out to his brother Leek Moss, and that whole camp and shit.
Dark Low as well.
Dark Low. Dark Low's locked up as well, right?
Yeah, I believe like a witness tampering kind of thing.
Right.
Situation happened. I mean, Arab was essentially convicted of running a drug ring and also implicated in a murder.
Right. But they didn't say he did the murder.
I don't think so. But he had a snitch
in
his crew. I don't know if it was actually in his crew or a guy that was around, but there was a guy that was around that told on everybody.
But they saying that, I think I read something about the dude that's telling was actually the dude that did the murder.
Possibly.
Yeah, he did the murder and said that Ab gave him whatever the fuck to do that. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, man, it's sad. I like the guy a lot. I've been interviewing. I remember Swizz Beats called me one day. I was like, "Hey, I got this artist that I'm working with named Arab. You should interview him." I checked him out. He was dope.
No, Ab is nice.
Dope. He's got this song called "Blow 2." Him and Dark Low on our YouTube channel, which is amazing. He was one of the nicest ones out there.
Right.
He got kind of tied into the whole Meek Mill, Drake beef at one point. Got kind of thrown in the middle of all that. Yeah, I don't know. But from what he said is that although the feds have this like 97% conviction rate, apparently the appeal rate is very high.
Right. So
it almost seemed like he kind of expected to get something like that, but he's hoping that the appeal is going to actually come through. Do you know about the appeal rate in the feds?
I didn't hear that it was high.
Really?
I mean, I've never been in the feds, but I didn't hear. I know the conviction rate is high, but the appeal rate, I'm not sure. I never heard that. You know what I'm saying? But I might be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, the federal judge in the sentencing said you could have been a hero instead of a criminal, but you became a drug dealer. You made that decision. That's why you're being punished. Arab's response was the court, the FBI agents, and the prosecutors don't understand my culture, as he was addressing the court after getting sentenced. He said, we don't rap about flowers and rainbows. We're gangster rappers. We rap about where we grew up. So we rap about drug dealing. We rap about violence. So it almost sounds like his lyrics were, in a way, being used against him.
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't really have even anything to really say about this. It's just so disheartening to me. Because like I said, me and him have this long history and relationship of, an on-camera relationship. We really didn't talk off camera, but we did like about a dozen interviews.
I think, I think what happened to Ab is, unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? Ab's super talented. I feel like if he just directed his energy just directly towards like music, I feel like, he could have been a lot more, he could be living a way better life right now, right? I feel like he definitely had that potential. And there's a lot of people like that, but they can't let the streets go. You know what I mean? The money for the music shit ain't fast enough. The results ain't fast enough. You know what I mean? The streets are, you know what I mean? Especially if you have, you got a team, you got good work, you got shit like that. Shit is clicking, like, you know what I mean? And I feel like, this, people should take away from this, like the streets, it don't matter how it don't matter what the fuck is going on. The streets is eventually gonna come back. Like the streets is gonna get you. Like whether they kill you, whether they go to jail, whether you fucking you die with no health insurance because of some whatever, right? Shit, you wasn't taking care of your body, whatever it is, that shit is gonna come back. So the more you do shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like the more chances of you getting into some crazy shit, you know what I mean? And I feel like if anything, people should take away from that. Like if you got talent, like God gave you talent, like stick to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the street shit, that shit ain't talent. And plus now, it's so hard to get away. At least it was hard to get away back in the days, but at least more people got away before because it was like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Before
more people,
cell phones,
right?
everyone
You
had
ain't
a
getting
cell
away
phone.
right
There
now.
wasn't cameras everywhere.
And the culture of telling is like so much more now. I mean, people was telling back then. It's not like people wasn't telling. You know what I'm saying? People definitely was telling before, but now a lot more people was telling. It's a lot more like
Yeah.
it's more acceptable now. You know what I'm saying? So people will do it more. And I feel like, now is not the time for us to be, motherfuckers gotta get their shit together and leave certain shit alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I hope he gets an appeal and I hope he gets out.
Right.
Like I said, it really fucked me up. And
You know about his bro? You know about his camp, like his brother Leak Moss, and
yeah, I heard there's some sort of kind of friction going on with his brother and I guess Dark Low or something like that.
bro. I mean,
I'm not exactly sure, and I don't really want to kind of get into the details of what I don't know.
yeah, I was just talking about his music, like Leak Moss.
Oh yeah, no,
Like
I'm not
Leak
sure.
Moss's brother, he got a lot of music. Me and him got a song,
Okay.
Song and video.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the whole situation is depressing. I interviewed Dark Low right before all this shit happened, and we ended up not even putting it out. So I remember his man was like, "Yo, Dark Low just got hemmed up," and I'm like, "Okay, great. Thank you for telling me," because we were about to start releasing clips, and I'm like, "Okay, that's never coming out."
Right.
Unless they want me to put it out as
So hold on. So you did an interview with Dark Low,
Mhm.
and you're not putting it out.
No,
Why are you not putting it out?
because they're worried that there's something in there that might somehow compromise his case. Because at the time,
That was a decision you made, or that was a decision like that was somebody they asked you?
they asked me,
Okay.
but I made the decision
Right.
to honor their request. Yeah, ARAB was already locked up, and Dark Low wanted to just do an interview to just kind of maybe clear up a few things and whatever else. But then, between the time he did the interview and when we were about to put it out, he got caught in that jury tampering or witness tampering situation. They're saying that he threatened one of the witnesses or something like that. So then he got locked up,
Mm-hmm.
and we hadn't put out the interview yet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, so they hit me and said, "Hey, we're worried that that there might be something in there that might potentially." And I'm like, "All right, bet it's buried. Never came out.
Right.
Still have it. Never came out. Feds can't touch it. The press is allowed to hold on to whatever we want to hold on to. Plus, I mean, I don't think there's anything in there, but when you're facing a case, you want to be extra careful.
Yeah, you don't want. Yeah, it's not the time for you to be talking about anything.
Right.